Hello, hello. We are live for some live coding and still working on this Alias Nerd application, working on the cleaning up some final things to launch her, and probably next week send her out live. So today I want to clean up. I got about an hour today. It's Friday night, and I will move some of this nav stuff up to the top here, as well as work on a footer for the bottom. That shouldn't take too long, so if I get that bit done earlier, I'll work on some of these buttons here, work on some of that. And yeah, so that'll get us ready for the weekend where I'm going to try and wrap up, finishing these buttons and just double checking that everything else seems to be working fine. So I will go ahead and get into the code. So the first thing is the nav bar on the top. So I'm going to open up the layouts. Actually, this will be under shared, right? So we have the shared nav bar. So we have shared. Oh, my spelling is not working out. Shared nav bar. Okay. And then we were going to do, for some reason, having this live right there is really screwing things up. So I'm going to go over to here. See, recording while this video is playing is, it's not there. I should speed things up. Okay, so on the right side here, we have, what do we have there? We have the nav bar. On both sides, we have the nav bar. So here I'm going to do a layouts application layout. This is where we grabbed the nav bar there, but we also were doing, well, I guess I put the whole thing in the nav bar. Interesting. Okay, so let's go down here for a second. Yeah, so I have this lower nav bar here, this lower nav, okay. So let's switch it so it's all in the one, so it makes a lot more sense there. I'm going to change this over to a nav. Up at the top, this can be nav as well. That's weird. Okay. We have the brand, icon bar, icon bar, icon bar. That's for the collapse, which should work. I'm not too sure why it wasn't. And then we got the navbar collapse there for the user sign in. And what we're going to do is, yeah, I'm just going to stick all these in. So I'm going to delete these and move them up here. I was just checking to see if that navlink helper class that we created, or helper method, was going to still work here. I'm just going to put those there. Okay, so these will show up if the person is logged in or not. It doesn't really matter. They're going to be there. These sign up and sign in and sign up will be there. And this edit subscription, subscribe. So this edit account, I want this to be a drop down. So I'm going to head on over to the Bootstrap. We'll go over to Get Bootstrap and look at updating that to be a drop down, because I want the admin or the user to have a drop down menu where it has like log out, subscribe, or edit subscription, as well as admin stuff like create project and create video. So I wanted to move all that into there. So that's in components, navbar. So we have this stuff here. So this drop down is essentially what we're looking to do. So I'm going to grab it here, copy, and this will only be if the person is logged in. So I'm just going to do that. Whoops. And well, what I should do is try and correct this so we can actually read it. Okay. So this will be a log out, will be here. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. This divider is going to be for the admin stuff, so I'm going to leave that. The edit account will go here. And the edit subscription okay, so what I'm going to do is copy that. So boom, boom, and we'll do an end. Okay, so this is if they are subscribed, we'll show this edit subscription thing inside their dropdown. But if, so I'm going to say unless subscribed, I can actually get rid of those two. So this will say unless subscribed, put the subscribe link in the main menu thing here. So it's going to have two. There'll always be two. There will be one unless you're subscribed, then there'll be only one of these. But so we got that. Now the drop down here, we're going to have it not say drop down. We're going to have it say account probably. That sounds about right. And then it has a span class caret, which is going to give us that down arrow. This separator I'll leave because we're going to add that stuff in later. So that means all of this, actually the form we have to do. But I can essentially just get rid of all that because I'm going to be changing this. Jump on over to Bootstrap. Oops. And let's take a look at what there's a form right here, which is I want to replicate that. So let's take a look. So here it is right here. So Navbar, Navbar right. I'm just going to stick my form right above that. So hopefully, Navbar, Navbar right. I think I can just stick this inside of this collapse form. Perfect. Just going to refresh this. This should disappear and it should go up here now. All right, so we have the search, the submit, we have home, projects, videos. The projects is selected because we are on that page. And head on over to videos, that works. Projects, that works. Now the sign in, the sign up, this is where it'll, just going to test the size, the responsiveness of this menu. Okay, so that's where it sort of breaks down. It says we don't have the I wonder if it's because I'm going to try something here. So if I go into inspect inspect page here, there is this tool that we can use, responsive design mode. Okay, so we have in the responsive design mode, we have this, which is 768, and that's sort of what it looks like. I don't like it, but we'll go down to like a phone. Yeah, something is not working with this at all. What you want to see is this disappears, which is great, but we want to see it have the drop down. See this whole thing. So something is a little fishy there. So what I'm going to do is turn that off, that mode, and close that. And I'm just going to look inside Bootstrap on here because it's a bit faster. For the I think it's going to be in the getting started perhaps. Nope. CSS under grid. Just wondering if it's probably back in the components. Yeah, it probably is. Navbar. Okay, if JavaScript is disabled, Navbar collapse responsive to recursive. I should have that in there already, so it should be working. Let's just see if it works here. All right, go down. Navs. Where's the Navbar? Oh, here, Navbar. Yeah, there it is right there. So this is what I'm looking for it to do. Is there a Navbar fixed? Navbar form. Fixed top right here. Okay, so Navbar default fixed, Navbar fixed top. Is that not what mine is? All right, let's check this out. Well, I guess mine isn't fixed top, it's just Navbar default. Very, very weird. Okay, so it is across the entire top. All right, so let's take a look here. So I have that header button, Navbar toggle collapsed. Now is it because the container is there, I wonder? We got the brand, collapse Navgar. What's this? This seems to be missing. I think that closes off that form. Yeah, it's very weird. The only thing I can see that I changed was this container. Whoops. So it was the container fluid. That's the only thing I can see I changed. Let's see here if I, oh, yeah. There you go. So there must be a way to do container fluid and tighten it all up. Navbars. Might use button here. Navbar button, that's what I gotta add to it. Container or container fluid? I wonder why. I guess it needs container fluid for it to work. Navbar static top. Aha. If that'll fix it. I'll just test this out. If not, it's not a big deal. I'll worry about that later. But Navbar static top. And then get rid of this fluid. And see what that does. Whoop. Let's go over to the inspector and just do this. Doesn't look like it. It's really weird. Oh. I'm gonna do it right here. This is what I want. Home, projects, videos, sign in, sign up. Alright, so let's get out of here and let's switch over to some buttons there. I wonder if I need to. Yeah, the sign up I'll do as a button. So here we got the sign in. Okay, here's the sign up. So I'm just going to add a class to this called button, button primary, and we'll call it a nav button. I believe that's what they called it. They called it a Nav-Bar button. So we will call it a Nav-Bar button. And we will save that and see how it looks. And what we will need to do is end that quotation, double quotes. Alright, so the functionality should all be there. Well, is that ever ugly? Is that ever ugly? That is definitely not what is supposed to happen. It has to be a class, or it has to be a type button. So to make a type button, we're going to go back here and button 2. And we will refresh. There we go. Sign up, sign in, videos, projects, home. So I don't like it far over, so I will temporarily, well, I will fix this and then make it collapse when I figure that bit out. I really don't know why it's doing that. It's very weird for me. Unless it's because this is a nav, but I doubt it. But Could try that. Because I've had it work before, which is why I'm sort of questioning it, but this is the last I'll think of it until another day. So I'm going to sign in after this, and I'm going to check if the subscribe stuff looks fine. No, so that's still not working. That's fine. Okay, so let's sign in. Let's work on this since I just noticed this is not the proper form styles, so we will jump on over and update that since it's easy. So let's go into views, devise, sessions, new. And this is a simple fix, it's simply adding bootstrap underscore. For that, I can get rid of a lot of this stuff. Whoops. Not that though. Alright, we will get rid of this and this. Perfect. And we will take a look at what that looks like here. Much better. Now this I'm going to why is that not? I'm going to do that. And this H2, I'm going to change it completely over to a content for page underscore title. And then we will do this and then drop that down. There we go. Save that. So now that should be the view that we're looking for. That'll center it, do a H1. Beautiful. Email passwords, remember me is good. This, trying to remember what happened. It's creating the I know why it's doing that. It's because Bootstrap 4 creates the label and so it's creating an extra label there. Aha. Bootstrap. Let's see if we can fix this with a quick Google search. Maybe not, maybe so. Problem is it's not doing that. Oh, that's why. Ooh, found out. Okay, I deleted the wrong thing last time. Okay, so there's number 2 thing cleaned up. For now anyways, obviously some more work could be done on it if I really wanted to, so that's perfect. So this was test.test and the password was PASSWRD. Log in. Beautiful. Now look at this. There's an account here. Like this looks good, that little alert there. So we have edit subscription, edit account, and log out. I'm actually just gonna come off this page because yeah, I'm playing this video really slows this down. I don't think it'll happen on non-development environment place, but let's see. So if we edit subscription and say cancel my subscription, say OK. We should get an extra button up here now saying subscribe. Now I'd like this to be making sure it goes over. I'd like that to be a little bit different. So I'd like it to be a button like our sign in. So where are we here? So we have the button to, here it is, subscribe. So I'm going to grab all that, delete that, and move it down to here. And here I will change this to button to. And then I will add a class of button primary, and Nav-Bar button. End quotation, save, and now it's going to look beautiful. Only because like the buttons just make things pop a little bit more, so we want that to pop to say, yeah, subscribe. And this is fitting nicely across here, so it makes sense. I think I've frozen. Yeah, this is not working anymore. I think I've completely froze up the Ubuntu here. Oh, here we go. The window's not responding. Force quit. Booyah. It really does not like playing that video, that's for sure. It's still on this, eh? It's like... Oh, this is really frustrating. Well, what I'm going to have to do is quit. Quit. Confirm close. Yes, I'm confirming the close. Holy cow. Force quit. Alright, so to fix that issue, it's definitely the video streaming. So I'm going to say welcome index. And we will say in here if, or say unless rails.envir equals Is it? I don't know if it's a capital. Okay. I do that somewhere else. Where do I do that? Oh, I do that in the subscribe. Oh, I do it in the form. Subscribe. Form. Here we go. This is where it is. Oops. If rails.env.development. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. I think this should work. Restore. No. There. I think it worked. There we go. Perfect. Don't have to worry about that video playing anymore. So subscribe. That shows up nicely. We don't have a post subscribe. Interesting. So does button automatically do posts there? I can fix that easily, but I did not think. Wonder why that is. Form button to post subscribe new. No, I don't need that. Let's see if we can just quickly fix that easily. So this was in the shared Nav-Bar. Let's get rid of this one. And we're back here, and it says button 2. So I'm just going to stick in the method equals get. Hopefully that'll create that properly. Same with here. Method is get. And we'll go back here. I forgot I thought I put that in there. The Kuma. Okay. All right, let's test it out. Works. I can start a subscription. Works. We have edit subscription, edit account, logout, separate. Okay, now we can go to projects. And this new project thing I want to change. So I'm going to split screen here. I'm actually just going to close this one down because we're not going to use it. and go into the projects index. And right here, I'm just going to delete that new projects thing and stick it in the separate. Whoops. Stick it right there. LI and LI. So there's a new projects path. I'm going to jump over here again and go to the, actually I should save it, then go to the videos index and grab, and we can delete that. And we will save this and jump over. So we're going to add it here just like the other one. And so we have the new video, new project. I don't know if there's anything else there. Get rid of this. Save and double check our changes. So it's down, it's not there anymore. We have the new project and new video. So one thing we need to do is just verify that these show up only if we are dealing with an admin user. So that's easy enough to do. We want to, the separator is the part where it says yes or no. So we're going to go if current user admin. I think I did one like that. Okay, save. Just gonna get that justified. So what we need to do is create a second user that is not an admin. So they're still showing up for us. Just verify this works. Good. New project. Save project. Okay, so I have that save project there, but the video is not blue. So I should create that. Before I move on, I should do that. So that'll be in video form. So it's right here. So I need this to be save video. Oops. And then we'll add some classes to this. So we'll do class and then button and button primary. And then, whoops, save that. Check it out. What doesn't it like? This comma there. Don't actually need this comma. And now we got that as blue. And go back home. Perfect. So then this subscribe button, I should have that only show up if they're not subscribed. So I'm going to work on that now before I move on to check the other user. So this is going to be in shared and subs panel. And so right here is the link to. I'll just stick this whole thing inside of a if current, actually it should be unless current user subscribed question mark. So that will only show up if they are not subscribed. I wonder if I could do this badge. Okay, so we get the shared. No, I'll just leave it like that. Too much for the $9 thing. So that only shows up if they are not subscribed. So let's add this path in here so that we have that. So up here, this is the whoop. So I'm going to yank word, and right here we'll paste that in there. So new subscription path. We don't have this donate one. Yeah, I like this one either. The share. This one we can probably do here where it's this is going to be user dot subs count. So we could run that right on the class itself. And then all we need to do is just go over here and say, let's go into the model and the user. And here we can simply do def self subs count. Right, that's what I called it, subs count. Okay, and subs count, all it has to do is just do user dot where subscription stripe subscription ID is So I want to see if it's not nil. Never done that before, so let's just check it out here. Rails query. I want to find where ID is not nil. No, I tried here. Okay, so what do they do? Where? So I can just simply do this. Where not active record 4.0. I wonder if I can use that. Let's try it. Let's try this out. No. So we're going to do a count on that. And all I have to do is supposedly just stick in this where not. And we're going to run a count. Should be fine. Counts are quick, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Let's refresh this. We should see, boom, that pop up. This will be gone, and that'll have a 1 next to it, hopefully. And it does. So instead of that disappearing, maybe I should just put a little badge saying subscribed. So let's take a look at buttons for a second. I want this is annoying. This menu on Bootstrap is really annoying because it doesn't work if the screen's narrow. Okay, so buttons, we want maybe I want a button that doesn't go anywhere. I want the illusion of a button. See, button, see disabled. Yeah, it works. That looks good. It's like muted though. All right, so what are the button colors? Let's do a green one. So green is button success. So back over here, whoops, that's not what I want. Back over here, we're gonna have, so unless they're subscribed, which I can switch this to being if. Okay, so if they're subscribed, we're going to do a link to, no, we don't even need a link to, let's just do this. A class equals button success, and is it just disabled? Let's just check. Okay. Okay, then we'll just do else. And perfect. Save that. Let's see if this worked. Cool. I wonder if it'll be, no, because you can probably click it if it's not disabled. As a social experiment here, well, not really social experiment, as an experiment, we will see what happens if I do that. Just so it's not faded. If I want to spend some time, I could just do a span around that mimic the look of the button. Actually, I should have it just link over to the edit subscription button. That would probably make sense. So what I'll do is change this. Link to. Subscribed. So this is going to be what path, edit subscription path. And this will be like this. And this will be like this. And this will just delete all that. What's going on here? Bring back my link too. Oh, that's why. The ERB, the Ruby, has to be told to display this, not just execute, but actually display it with the equal sign there. Alright, so that is done. I'm not going to worry about any of this till probably the weekend. I do need to work on the footer, but first we need to check if a non-subscribing user, how that all that works without the admin and all that kind of stuff. Or actually, sorry, it's going to be subscribed or a logged in user that's not an admin. So this works. I can just click on that. Takes me to there. Take me to here. Okay, so this works. We will create a likable feature to work on this. And our donation, I think these are small, which is why that's looking weird. I think all of that is button small. Yep. Button small. Save. Okay, so let's go create our other user. And so log out of here. We will sign in as test user 2. Whoops, nope. Log in. Shoot. Oh yes, because I can't log in. I need to create the user first. Okay, so test user 2. Test 2 and password. You could be changing these buttons to be the blue, because that's sort of the theme I was going with the other forums, but I'll consider that still. So we have successfully signed in. We are not subscribed, so the subscribe button shows up, and our account only has these because we are not an admin. That makes a lot of sense. We can subscribe. Still only one subscriber, but if I subscribe this, I should have 2 subscribers now. I'll start a subscription. And we shall wait for it. So this needs to probably have like a waiting thing or submitted. Okay, so we have 2 show up there, so that's beautiful. We are now subscribed here, and our subscribe button is missing, but we do have an edit subscription here. So that works out good. All this still looks fine. I can't edit, so I will go over to the projects page, just make sure everything looks good there. Yeah, I have no edit thing. Videos look good. I have no edit video. Looks good. Okay. So we need like a footer just to go in the bottom. Nothing fancy, just to get that going. We'll do that to finish off today. What I'm going to do is just grab the one I did over on Kamish. So app views. I wonder if I did it in the did not, so that means it's probably in layouts. So on the bottom here, whoops, I have this. So I can go here and do the app. So layout application. And at the very bottom, I can paste that code in. And Okay, I'll just leave it there for now. I'll tweak all the wording and stuff, but for now that's fine. So we need the masthead and the inner classes is something I want to grab over here. App, assets, whoops. And then the style sheets and application style sheet. So we just need to find the, what is it, the mast foot, which is right there. I don't think I have an inner. Okay, so I have, pretty much that's all I have, so. So it's a fixed position bottom, 100% width, text line center. I don't have this brand light gray. In the background, brand dark gray. I don't have that, so I'm actually just going to do this and tweak this to be inside here. I'm just going to add a text muted, which is a command to do that light gray on the white. Down here, I'm just going to add a background color to be white because it is going to overlap some stuff. And then up top in here, I'm going to do a body. Let's just drop it down one. Let's just do a basic body thing that we're going to add to say margin. Well, should I do margin? No, padding, bottom. Let's do it 50 pixels. I'm just going to check up here because I think I did a margin bottom here. Padding bottom, 60. I'll change that to 60. There's a lot of style work that still needs to be done here on this website, but for now, let's check out how it looks. Remember, this is a minimum viable product, so it's just sort of getting all the functionality up, making it look pretty good, which is what Bootstrap gives to us, and just seeing how it actually behaves out there in the wild. And once you see that, then you can actually tweak things with purpose. Right now, we're just tweaking things with sort of, I think that would work. I think we should do this, but it's not the best way to do it. What you really want to be doing is, well, you guys have not been able to see some of that stuff I've been doing down there, which is too bad. Yeah, but like I said, this is mainly just to get things working. Okay, so we have, nice, we have this. Good. For now, that's all that we need. It just brings the bottom up a little bit. Good, good, good. I'm pretty happy. So it's going to be 1 hour in. We got all the nav stuff done, the admin buttons done. The subscribe button here is working. The subscribers count is working here. This like button and this number is going to be simply probably a gem I'll use because I can use it on the videos as well. The donate button is going to be a little bit more tricky, and we'll see about the share button. But after that, this is just standard content text I can put in there for the About Us section. I do have to do the search. The search is, again, another easy gem I can just stick in there and do an easy implementation of search on this site. And yep, that is essentially everything. I'm very happy with this so far. This may require a logo, but that's, like I said, that's part of the looks of everything, and that's not entirely what I'm going after. I just want it to look clean right now. So I'm going to commit this code. So let's just do a git status. Check out where we're at here. So pretty much layout stuff. I didn't do anything crazy here. So git add and then git commit. Okay, so we updated the Navbar for site links, as well as added a footer. That's pretty much all we did today, but it did get quite a bit done. Good. Now we'll just git push origin master so everyone can have that on GitHub. Perfect. Close that out, and I will run a rake test to make sure that everything still is golden with the test suite. So I like this site. It's pretty good. It's got two main features: videos, projects. It's got a payment system for subscription payments. We're going to extend that over to donations as well. Ooh, something failed. And then there's, what was it? Sorry, just lost train of thought there. So we have the payments. We're going to extend it for the donations. And yeah, I like it. We're tying into the YouTube videos, just in a very basic implementation of that. And to get us off the ground and started, I think that's a pretty good project, and we did it. Well, I've been working on it for 3 weeks, about an hour every few days I work on it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress on this one. Let's just go fix this. This is an easy fix, this capybara test, before I sign off here. Should have ran that test before I get pushed, which is a problem on my part, but that's okay. So we're going to go into tests. Is it functional? No, integration tests. User registration flow. So pretty much I just did this one test, which I don't usually do these integration tests right now until I'm done the site. But click link, all we want to do is change word to button, because I changed that to a button. Which for now, this is why I don't like doing these integration tests, because those little tiny tweaks to make things look right can throw your whole test off, and it doesn't mean that the test should fail. It just means that you're clicking the wrong thing. But that's besides the point. Let's just run this test and redo the git push up, and we should be good. Good. So we will git add. So pretty much we only just changed the one thing. Updated a test. Okay, so we'll just push up. Another thing, just so everyone's aware, I'm working completely in master branch. I know a lot of people who switch branches over to each feature they're developing for the day, and then they pull into then they merge into the master. I don't see the point. It's just me writing the code. I'm working on a little bit at a time each day. I'll just work right in master. So if I'm working on a bigger project with more people involved, definitely you want to branch off and do your features in separate branches and then merge them back into master. But for this type of thing, I just don't see the extra steps are required for each time I want to do some feature coding. All right, so that's it for today. I pushed it up and we should be good. Oops, where are we here? Updated Navbar. Okay, good. So There it is, the coverage. What else did I change? I don't know why coverage is pulling up. I got the get ignore, maybe. I don't know. I must have screwed that up, but that's fine. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and we will talk to you another time. Thanks again.